is a homosexual.
I see
The
you.
ghost is in town, ready to eat your soul. The homosexual temptation is on this private heart. I wanna know, is he on his way to become a true lover? A true lover. The homosexual didn't let that start from an old friend, my new friend, and the pain inside me. Please, please, leave me tonight, oh baby blue. Obtaining you the original sin, please, baby, oh baby blue. Behind my original sin, baby. As I walk down the street to find the items of interest, points of propaganda, items of interest, and the poems of propaganda. My baby blue. My baby blue. Wow, we've come this far.
Hi.
This is,
Hi.
if you haven't watched and you're a newcomer, this is a show we do. It used to be Saturday morning at 3 a.m., but that was really bad because I'm a hard labor worker that it wasn't working out, but now we do it, we change schedule. But tonight we're as fucked up as ever. So, items of interest, poems, and propaganda.
You mean you are. But when you get a load of what I just wrote, you might think I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
But no, I'm
No,
not.
man, but I love that. I'm sorry, I'm coming off a rush. I really got into it for a second.
Yeah, even Sanford got into it. I thought I was
I don't know
gonna
how that's gonna turn out, but
have to hold it
yeah,
down.
I just came up with that song like
Really?
I was trying to write a song for the intro,
Hold him down.
and I just mixed like 4 pages together and called it homosexual for no reason.
I know.
And I loved it. I got into it so hardcore. That might be my most favorite intro ever. I'm coming off adrenaline right now.
I like it.
I love
That's
it.
how I feel every time I sing. I get really high.
All right.
I get so high. Almost gets sexual.
Ah.
It does. It gets really intense for me. It does.
Now I gotta get on the
Funny
bass.
things happen to me
Now
when I
it's
sing.
back to business
I
though.
like it. It's really hot.
And the start of the title is Do It Baby.
Do it
Episode 80.
to the fullest.
Episode 80.
It's 80. We made it to the
80.
80s. We made it back
We
to the
never
80s.
missed an episode for almost 2 years.
We made it back to the future.
We made it back to the future.
We
Look,
did. We
Never
made it
miss
back
an
to the
episode.
future.
I don't give a fuck what you think of it, man. We're in our own
Yeah, we don't
parallel
care.
universe. And it's called the Items of Interest,
Right.
Poems of Propaganda. I got a big lip transformer.
And if you like
there.
it,
You want to
just
see a big lip transformer?
give me that. Give
That's
me
what.
that.
That's how I started this whole thing.
Here we are.
It's been-
There he is. Okay, folks.
And you can show them the
Folks.
homosexual song if you want. It
I
don't
am
matter.
trying so hard.
But
There we
I
go.
worked so hard
To get it to
because
focus.
I have so little time because I'm so busy. I have to fucking crunch all this shit together real
Okay.
fast.
So there we go.
Yeah. Awooga.
There we go. Okay.
Check, check. I want to add a little.
It's really hot. I mean, when you have lips like that, it's really, really hot. What do you think someone would do if they had lips as large as their
They'd
entire
probably
face?
become a prostitute if they know what's good for them.
Ew.
Or
Okay.
cook hot dogs at the
Alright.
gas station next door.
There we go. Cook hot dogs.
Never mind.
Nice.
Oh my god. Nothing
Really
is
scary.
worth mentioning in the news, so let's go from the top.
Sure.
What I say.
Okay. Go from the top.
Corporations I love to work. But what's the point? The psychological torture is so strange to me. Something has changed within the last 2 years.
Definitely.
Before the pandemic,
Definitely.
it was already heading
Yeah.
that way. I actually saw it coming. You remember when I was writing already, it was telling you there was a black wave coming? And I was
Yes.
telling you, I see it.
I saw it in
And it just got worse, and it's gonna. But the thing is
I saw it in a visionary form, but I saw it.
I'm actually, I want to, I think I'm seeing it on the brighter side though. I just think there's, I want to be here for the ride.
I do too.
But the thing
Yeah.
is I don't
Why
think
not?
it's gonna go the way people think it is. But
I don't think so
I
either.
still have good belief.
I do too.
I always preach that because
Right.
I think people really aren't gonna take no bullshit. But
No.
we don't know what's going on. But I think people are really finding themselves.
Right.
You know, more attached
Yeah.
to themselves,
Yes.
and it's gonna lead them in the correct direction.
Right.
But the weak will die.
And
No,
they are.
the weak will die.
And-
There's gonna be a lot of death, no
Yes.
doubt.
Yes.
But you know, like I said, just simple changes within here. You know, I never touch fast food or anything. You know the
No.
changes I've had.
I know.
You know, even when I try it now,
I know.
it makes me sick,
Yeah.
and I can't even.
It's not good.
I get sick and throw up.
Right. It's not good.
Yeah, that looks great. I know.
Yeah,
I'm so healthy.
Right. The beer.
But that's not the point. The point is from a psychological level, man. What a world we live in.
Right.
I'm all fucking kilter right now.
Well, can
Let's
I
get
add
back-
something?
Yeah.
Can I add something
Go,
to that?
go. You want the mic?
Sure, okay, yeah, okay. Without pointing fingers at any one thing or any one person, I can say this. If you want to know my vision of what is happening presently, first of all, I'll be brutally honest with you. For me, it's met with a great amount of despair and misery. I'm not even going to lie to you. If you really want to know how I feel about what's going on today, yes, despair, misery. Those are the two words that come to mind. However, the only thing I really like is the people. I still really love and like the people. So I stick with the people. And even though they are tied up in this despair and the misery that I feel, because I think every one of us is part of this wave that crashed down and it hit every one of us. And some of us got dragged under and some of us are still gripping with everything we got, okay? So that's the way I would describe my vision of what's happening now. Like I said, this is without pointing any fingers at anyone or anything. This is what it feels like to me. And in a very bizarre way, it kind of reminds me of this mass genocide in a way. But even if it's not involving dead bodies, it's not like you're walking around seeing dead bodies every day, but something else has died within people. Something has died in them, and that is the real tragedy I feel. That's just how I feel. So anyway, here you go.
Well, every time there is a world war, it is to depopulate.
Yes.
But there was an interesting thing I was listening to the other day is this time the World War IV would be a mental war,
Yes.
not a physical war.
And that's what it feels like. It does.
No, but the thing is I don't take to it.
No.
No, I literally was starved to death and die in the streets, even if it was starvation, before I ever give in to anything of that
Yes.
sort.
Yes.
I would give my own life.
Yes.
Because
So would I.
at least when I die, the pain is over.
It's over.
You know?
Right.
So, I don't want to sound like,
No.
that's not the case. I live well. I mean, we live pretty good. We got good
Right.
stuff.
Not
But
to
that
sound
came the case.
extreme. No. But.
And well, that brings me to my next item. By January the 4th, there's going to be a mandate for the vaccine for employers over 100 employees across America.
Right.
And if you don't have it, you got to take a test every week, blah, 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 blah. I will never get on my knees. I would never, ever give in.
Neither
But that's
will I.
cool.
Right.
That's cool, but I will starve and die to
Right.
death before I ever give in, and that's
So
what you
will I.
gotta do.
Yes.
Because never
Right.
will I ever
No.
give in.
If it doesn't feel right, you have to pay
No,
attention to
I won't. And I don't have nothing
You
against
know?
nobody, man.
No.
I'll wear your fucking mask
I don't
and shit,
either.
and I'll be respectful, but
No.
you will not inject anything into
No.
my body.
Right. And I'm not against anyone who had the vaccine.
No,
No.
I just, it's
No.
just, I refuse, but you cannot force something on me.
No.
But that is what's supposed to go on, January 4th. But Biden's fucked anyway. Everybody hates that motherfucker half the time.
Right.
But, it's getting weird. But, if you give me options, I don't have a problem.
Right.
But
That's
otherwise,
right.
I would just starve to death. I don't give a
So
fuck.
will I.
I'd rather die.
Like I said, I have a purpose.
Because I wanna
I'm
die
here
whole.
for. So do I. The only reason I'm here
Now
is
Now
to
you know this is
listen.
supposed
No,
to be a
stop
comedy show.
it. Stop it for
Or
a
a
minute.
news show.
And we'll
I
get
don't
to
know
that.
What the fuck it is.
We'll get to that, but let's not sweep this under the
All
rug.
right. Hey, tell me what you think.
This is what I think. I think every one of us has a purpose, and even if you're sitting here right now not knowing what it is, you still have a purpose. You just gotta look inside yourself and you will find it. Everyone, I think, is special. Everyone is. Everyone has a purpose. Just like the animals outside have a purpose and they serve it every day, right? Like the deer we saw like 6 of them. It was crazy. It was a whole family. But the thing is, we all have purpose, and those are the two things I say. I say it all the time because it's important, not just to me, but I see it in everyone else. That you have to have heart. You got to know where your heart is and know what your purpose is. That's the only thing that matters in the end. So it doesn't matter, this whole idea of a judgment or whatever. You need to be honest with yourself. You got to be the judge of yourself and ask yourself, what have I done in my life? Where am I going? And can I live with what I've done? So know where your heart is and know what your purpose is. As long as I fulfill my purpose, that's it. And I know what that is. And you know what that is. Because what did I tell my mother when I was 5 years old? I told her I would risk my life to save someone who's innocent. I told her that and it blew her mind. And she didn't want to hear that because no one wants to hear about their daughter dying.
No.
However, that's it. Self-sacrifice. That's my purpose.
Well,
and I will know when the time is right. And that's it.
Self-sacrifice.
That's it. It can come in many forms.
Self-sacrifice is if you give your life over to a better like if you kill yourself just saving somebody else's life. Self-sacrifice, that's the ultimate. But in some religions, suicide is the warrior's way.
Right. But like I said,
But
everybody
it's
knows.
still self-sacrifice can be taken so many ways.
And like I said, I don't mean to make anybody scared or hurt anybody or make anyone sad.
In a world covered at ease by the TV celebrates its down on glory to a close. As we realize everything is worthless before our eyes, is known about the frog man that peeks inside your window at night.
The frog man. Oh my gosh! Don't you start with me. Remember years ago when I was back in Michigan and I told you, I said, what if frogs took over the world? And I said, they just start taking your women. And you were
Don't you see how many frogs are outside this house?
know.
You see them? They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
And you
all
said...
kinds, and turtles and frogs. And the frogs are eating the turtles now.
Right. But you took that idea and ran with it, and you started writing about it, and you said that their legs would become a status symbol.
Yes.
And they would take the women. They would take over the women.
And what's happening?
Yeah.
You know what I think's gonna happen? In the next 5 years,
What?
a frog will be fucking you.
A frog? No! No. I don't
But
think so.
his name will be...
Sebastian?
No.
Is it gonna be Sebastian?
No.
Tobias? He's a cat.
Daryl.
Daryl. No.
Why not?
That's so made up.
No, what about
That's so made up.
what about Cal?
I know. No, I don't think
What
so.
about Danny?
No. No. No.
What about Henry?
What kind
A
of frog?
good Henry.
Yeah, but what kind of frog?
Bullfrog.
A bullfrog. That's really gross. I'm
A
sorry.
bullfrog named Henry. He said, "Hello, man.
Well,
I'm here to fix your faucet."
Why couldn't it be like a tree frog?
Danny, he'll be called Danny. God damn it, don't you? Listen.
No.
If you were to pick Danny, Danny's a tree frog.
No. I really don't. No. I don't think so. It's not happening. It's not happening. I'm
I
sorry.
see how it is.
Yeah, I see how it is too.
you
We're
have a
not
game?
doing it. We're not doing this.
Oh, you didn't have a game this week.
No, I said no. I have a game. I told you I wrote for it. I wrote for the podcast.
I think it's about your. What's the time right now?
No,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
actually pretty early.
Oh shit! I got more
17.
time.
It's 17.
Well then, let me just go ahead and keep going. I don't even know this.
Yeah. What the
Let
hell?
me tell you something. Have you ever heard of a preacher afraid of heights?
No.
I have.
No.
In some story,
Right.
I'm training a soon-to-be preacher,
Right. Okay.
younger than me, but there's these machines you put them in and they go up, so you take shit up, put them on, way up. And he was telling me, no, you drive. I said, no. I said, today, you're gonna learn.
Right.
And I pretty much had to pick him up and put him in there and strap him in and close him in there and force him in there
Right.
and teach him how to use it. But he never told me he was scared of heights. But as he said he was going to become a preacher soon, I said, why would he be scared of heights? You believe in God, right?
That's true.
So he's right. And then finally he told me, he's like, I'm doing it. He got used to it.
Right.
But he's like, I was scared. He said, oh, you're afraid of heights.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I was driving home and I thought, a preacher afraid of heights.
Right.
But you waved the Bible to the sky.
I know.
And it bothers me.
Right.
Why would you?
But then.
But I just,
Right.
that's a puzzle in my mind I have to talk about.
Right.
Lovely
Well,
kid, man, lovely kid.
yes.
He's gonna learn more on the way, but.
Of course.
And I showed him the way. He's no longer afraid of heights, but he said he's afraid of heights. I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Right.
But I forced it on him, and he did it anyway. But now it's exciting. But if you had faith,
Right.
you wouldn't be afraid.
No, you wouldn't. No. Because as I said, if you do believe in God.
Because I know a lady I work with that's afraid of heights, and she does it anyway. But she has faith.
Right.
But that's the difference. It's a comfort.
Yes.
If you really true to your faith, you have a comfort.
Right.
Knowing you're scared, but you're knowing
Yes.
you're protected.
But
If you have faith.
also,
And I believe in faith.
right,
Of any kind.
I do too. However, if you believe in God, then you have to understand that, and I'm not Christian at all. I'm just saying that if you believe in God, God will take you when you are ready. You do not determine that. That's the thing. You do not always determine when you go. Even if you tried to commit suicide, you might not succeed.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is? You might end up in a wheelchair and like this.
Right.
But then you'll be through a tube and
Right.
but you had the rest of your life.
That's
You could
right.
not have done that.
Yes.
You know how many times I've thought of suicide. Let me tell you a funny joke about this.
Sure.
And I guarantee you, a lot of people, at least if they are in the comic world, will understand this. Is when you're suicidal,
Right.
that's when the ideas come in. Because it said, before I do that, that means I can do anything.
Right.
I said, there's no limits.
Mm-mm.
Doors open. You got to look at it from that perspective.
Right.
When you get that low down,
Yeah.
you got to think, before,
Sure.
like, why? Like, I'm still here.
Right.
So I'm gonna do the craziest. I'm gonna do what I always wanted to do.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do the things. You can do anything.
Right.
Like, you can go get a job,
Do
do
it.
anything. Just be yourself.
Mhm.
Like doors open up.
Mhm.
But you get that low sometimes. I mean, I know that feeling.
Right.
But the way I see it is, I was like, well, before I do that, you realize I can do anything
Mhm.
other than end it.
Right.
Why don't you start something new?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah. Why not?
I mean, before I do that, I said, fuck it, I always want to do that. I'm going to go draw some cartoons. Let me go do that or do that. I'm going to go work at a laundromat. I've never done that. You know? You just start feeling around. It's never that
point
bad.
is, it's
never
not.
that fucking bad.
No.
But it feels that way sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's when you realize, I can just fuck you. I can just go, I'll go fucking work at a laundromat
Right.
and starve. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But you're still living.
Exactly.
But you get experience from that shit. I
Yes,
mean,
you
that's
do.
where writing comes from.
Yes. You
And that's how I moved around, man. It's not that bad.
No, it's not.
It's never as
Nope.
bad as they say it is.
No. No. I do have the game. I have the games here.
Is this the
Okay.
fucking game?
Yeah.
You know I'm ready.
Now, if you like, I'm glad, because if you like visions, you're gonna like this. Because this is all real and raw,
You know I like it raw.
and this is all stuff
You
that I
know
saw.
I like it raw.
However, the visionary aspect is gonna figure into the second half of the game, so that's just the second half. The first half. This is Mister. What are you doing? What are you
Set up a
doing?
scene.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So we're gonna pick an element that defines you, and so this is new. Haven't done this before. So you'd have to, as always, pick a number between 1 through 4, and I give you an element that describes
3.
you. Fire. Fire. Okay, I will read that then. Okay. Just as fire brings destruction, you will also experience many destructive moments, mostly on account of your impulsivity. You may be quick to express your anger and frustrations. However, the destruction fire brings is necessary for new creation. It's gonna hurt some people, but don't stray from your true nature. Your energy is strictly physical. Act first, think later. Would you say that that pertains to you? Can you relate to that? Act first, think later.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm like. I can be anything, anybody. It's just really dependent on the situation.
Okay. Are you scared right now?
No,
Please
no.
don't. Okay.
I gave you a
Yeah.
perfect
Okay,
answer.
yeah. I like that moon lamp.
No, but that's it. It just pertains to the situation.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I've gotten better over the years.
Sure, and I think
But the thing is I'm actually a very shy person.
I know you are.
But the
So
thing
am I.
is I don't take no disrespect.
No.
But, you know, with times now, you know, you gotta mind yourself up. I remember a time when you smack a motherfucker.
Right.
But it's just, you know, it don't matter.
Right.
Nobody's opinion about you matters.
No, it doesn't.
So it just doesn't bother me no
That's
more.
right. 'Cause
But there's some things that do, and if, they only got about 3 buttons, and if you push one of those, you're gonna know it.
Yep.
You're gonna know it. But
Yep.
I mean, that's fair. But really, it doesn't matter. Talk is shit.
It
It's
doesn't,
cheap.
because
Talk
what
is
did I
cheap.
say? I said, what is in your heart? That's the most important thing you have to ask
The only
yourself.
thing is, I don't.
the
And
only thing.
you can mess with me, but when people mess with my family
Right.
or like someone I love,
Mm-hmm.
I'll kill them.
I know. I'm the same way. That's why, like I said, if anybody tries messing with you or any of my
No,
family,
I'll kill them. I wouldn't think twice about it.
right. So that's why I say keep those people as far away from me as possible, and that solves the problem. Just keep them away from me, because if I see
But
them,
you know,
I'm taking them out.
but I don't really.
But we're not. We don't do that.
But the thing is, I don't surround
Right.
myself with people.
I don't either.
I don't surround myself
toxic-
with people I wouldn't kill for.
No.
It's a
right.
small niche.
That's
trust
right.
me.
Yeah.
It's pretty much right here in this room.
Right.
If
Yeah.
anybody laid a hand on you,
Right.
they're fucking dead.
Right. Or Marco.
But the
Marco.
thing is, you know, like my mother,
Right.
my father, but it's a small niche.
Family, right?
You leave, no,
Yeah.
no, they ain't going to no police. You're dead.
Yeah.
And you're not going to catch me because I know where you will
Right.
not be found.
Right. And let's not forget.
And I know a man that makes neckties.
Hello. Let's not forget Marco.
Man, that's
Okay.
that's my guy.
That's
but
what-
I'm not in the gang. As he
He's
would
not
say.
in the gang.
We're not in the gang. I'm just saying, leave us alone.
Right. Just leave us the
We're
fuck
just
alone.
because we go and we work and we pay our taxes. We're average.
He
people.
works all day like he
I know, it's
always-
just-
Right.
Yeah, don't fuck with
Right.
that though.
No.
You
No,
can't
no,
go.
no.
You don't fuck with that.
Someone who works all day like
Don't
that,
fuck
and yet
with
he
it,
still
man.
makes time for you,
Yeah, don't
that
fuck
says
with
a lot.
That's
A lot
it,
of people
man.
don't do that. They don't.
I'm still hurt.
So,
but
now, do you want to hear about these other elements that you could have picked?
Yeah, let's hear that.
Because they would have pertained to you if you picked them. Number one was air. Because this is all
I
elements.
don't get no.
Now, like the air itself, you are not easily contained. Your moods are changeable. But as when one might meditate, breath is everything. When you shift your focus to breathing in the air, consciousness becomes present. Just as the wind grabs our attention, your presence does the exact same. Your energy is all mental, not so much physical. You will impart much wisdom to others as your traveler at heart. So, and you might actually relate to that in some way. You could, but you picked fire. You picked your destiny. So,
Well, it
there
depends
you
on what
go.
time of the month it is.
Right. And two.
You know I'm on that season.
Two is water. Like water, you seep into each moment and are adept at detecting even the most minute change. You experience both your high and low tides emotionally. Just like air, water is integral to life, so you must eliminate anything that may taint your waters. If you don't, you will poison everyone around you. Your energy is all psychic and intuitive. I know people like that too, where if one little thing is bothering them, okay, here's my sister. I don't mean to put her on the point, but on the spot here, but if something is tainting her mood, anything, it's like she infects everyone around her. So everyone around her feels it, and they all get in a bad mood. It's one of those things, right? So I think the water would probably pertain to her. And the last one is earth, because these are the 4 elements here. The earth is the real mother to all life. It was here before your mother and here before you were even born. In many ways, that is the general nature you possess. You are constant and stable, focusing mostly on internal growth and the growth of others. This is what you seem to nurture in people. Your energy is all heavily sensory. You have strong senses, and you tend to act on them. You do what feels right. And why is my mic out? Did you do that?
Man, I gotta get new
Did
mics.
you do that?
No,
Okay.
I gotta get new mics, man. I got old cords.
So that was the earth. Did you listen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Okay. Now, this is the second half. You chose fire. So fuck all that. You
Yeah,
chose
fuck
fire.
all that. I'm fine.
All right. Now, this gets fun, and I have to pick up these cards because cards are involved.
Oh shit, alright.
They are.
Let me hang
They
on to that.
actually- sure.
Yeah, the mic, man, I gotta get new wires, man.
I have them here. I have them right over here. Okay.
They're not
It's not-
expensive, I just
Knock everything over.
like the cords, man. I can afford those. Yeah, we're wearing them out.
Okay.
Well, you abuse the fuck out of them. That's all I'm saying.
So,
So, how's the titties?
how's the titties? How are my titties? Do
Ooh!
you want to know, really?
Yeah, they hurt.
They're hurting. Yeah,
Because every time I bump her at night, she's like, hey,
they
back the fuck up. Your titties are in pain. You know it's that time.
are. Yeah, it is.
Give it here. What
me the
you
damn
some
mic.
kind of Houdini?
Give me the mic. Gosh. I'm really hormonal right now. Somebody's gonna die if you don't. I'm just kidding. No. Wait a minute. Okay. So
Find me on the
Now-
morning news.
this is kind of interesting. It is sort of reminiscent of tarot, but fuck tarot. This is my concept. I made all this up. Okay? So I like that better.
Alright.
There would be, not that I have these cards, but if they were cards, I would have you pick one. So, you would have to pick a number between 1 through 4. However, in this instance, you will pick a card because I assigned a playing card for each made-up card. Okay? So, let's see what we have here. Mister, you would have to pick one of these.
Well, just one.
Just one. Just one. Which one? Which one?
This one.
That one? Okay. What is it?
Do I have to tell you?
You have to tell me. Yeah.
Joker?
Okay. So, or the Jack, as they would say. The
No.
Jack.
Yeah, but the Jack's the Joker.
Yes. So, that Jack of Clubs relates to the Boneyard. This would be the Boneyard card. Okay? And that's number 4. So you picked 4. So there we go. We're getting a little complex. You picked 4. It's the Jack of Clubs. The Jack of Clubs relates to the Boneyard. So I'll read what this says. Now, this is the visionary part. Calm down, Sanford. This is like getting excited. This is the visionary part. Now, the Boneyard represents transcendence, but largely the past and future. You are walking through a boneyard, But as you pass by a statue of the Grim Reaper, it mysteriously eyes you with yellow cat eyes and laughs at you while you pass it by, paying the Reaper no mind. Suddenly, a white light splits the skies. No sooner do you stop and turn to look up. This light completely engulfs you until you appear in white garb, and the bones of the dead are lifted and replaced with vegetation, so that the boneyard becomes that of a garden. Now, interesting thing about that is it is a vision I had of you. That's interesting. And I'm not sure you even know how to interpret that. But that is a vision I had of you.
I could see it as you read this.
I see it as clear as day. Yeah. What do you think that might... Is there anything that comes to mind right away? Is there anything you can relate to that? Maybe going on?
There's going to be a big change.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm going to make it.
Yes.
I'm going to make it.
That's what it seems, yes.
And I don't care.
No.
But I'm going to do something different.
Because you're in pure white. The white light engulfs you. Yes,
no,
in that
I'm
vision.
going to do something different.
Right.
And I really think, things are going to be different.
Yes.
So.
Yes, they are.
And I'm just going to stay the route I am because it feels right.
Right.
All we doing is writing.
That's all we're doing.
You know, and
We're
making
creating.
videos and stuff. But
Yeah.
I mean, I work hard all week, and then we do our thing, and then I rest on Sunday, and everybody's happy. You know. But I still contribute to society.
Now, this is interesting because you picked the element you picked was fire. And what it says is, it's gonna hurt some people, but don't stray from your true nature. So it's saying that you are the repercussions of your actions are gonna hurt some, but it's necessary. It says don't stray from your true nature. And I think that's interesting because the card you picked, which is the boneyard, seems to reflect that. You stay to your true nature, your pure nature.
No, nothing can change that.
Because you're in white.
Nothing can change that. I will not fold on any of my beliefs because I have real beliefs on how to live.
Yes.
And I don't let nobody. That's my sacred, solid gold. I like my beliefs are solid.
Yes.
And if anybody ever comes across that, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'll go.
Right.
But I live by ethics. Like I have real beliefs.
And morals.
True to my soul and morals. And if anything comes across that, I can manage to disagree, agree.
Right.
But if anything really passes my true morals, I'm out. I don't give a fuck.
Done.
I'll starve to death. I don't care. But you cannot break my soul.
No.
But, it really hasn't come to that. It's just,
No.
gotta work, there's rules and all, but just don't fuck with my morals.
Right, you have to be at peace with yourself.
Yeah,
Never do something that you can't go to sleep with at night. Like, if you can't go to bed at night, it's one of those things,
I'm
right?
I'm kind of in that situation now.
Right.
But a lot of people's got it worse.
Right.
I gotta remember that.
And you're alive, and you're
a lot of people's got it
able-bodied still, and so you got a lot going for you. You do, because some people don't have it.
You got more, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, I know you do.
Now,
you always do.
Here's, I don't know. Looking pretty. Thank you. I mean, did you want to go about this by picking another card?
Yeah.
So I could read off the next one? But you know what you really picked. You know what you really picked. Which was the boneyard, okay? What is that?
King of Hearts.
Okay, the King of Hearts is the next one. Okay. The King of Hearts is the card that relates to the tavern card. So, you're in a tavern. It represents worldly vices and ultimately changes in your life or in someone else's who is connected to you. You are playing a game of cards with a dead ancestor, and your spirit self split in two think of that. You were playing a card game
Tommy.
with a dead ancestor and your spirit self who is split in two.
That sounds normal.
Now, while that may seem bizarre, you appear to be having the time of your life, and as luck would have it, there's actually cocaine.
Oh, wait, please.
So, that's strange.
Oh man, made me 17 again.
So, yeah, and that is another vision I had of you. It is. It's not the one you picked. The one you picked was the boneyard, but that is a vision I had of you. And it was rather bizarre because I saw you sitting there playing a card game with a dead ancestor, but also two of you. It was like your spirit self was split in two. And you looked like you were laughing and having a good time.
You know,
Strange.
man, I swear my mom, I don't know if she knows it or not, but she knows when I started calling myself Sidney Dowerston.
Yeah.
Because I swear I had a nervous breakdown. I literally would lock myself up in my room for 9 months.
Right.
But I was doing the most profound writing.
Yeah.
And I had a record player and I'd play David Bowie's Aladdin Insane.
Mm-hmm.
And I would play records and shit. But I got all those tapes. I got a whole thing of tapes of music I made.
Mm-hmm.
I went insane, bro. But you know what? It wasn't the mental hospital. But you know what I thought would be better? I just locked myself in my own room. And I remember after that, I really became a man.
Right. So if
I feel like a caterpillar, you know? I just...
Yeah.
But, you know, that really changed me, and I remember that transformation.
Yeah. Now, that's interesting, because what do you think, because these are all visions I had of you, every one of these. What would you say, because it says the tavern there.
What the fuck?
You,
Yeah, go on. Hang on.
It represents worldly vices and ultimately changes in your life or in someone else's who's connected to you. But you were playing a game with a dead ancestor and your spirit self split in two.
You did it now.
Now, what do you think that might mean to you, personally? Unless you don't want to talk about it. That's fine.
Spirit don't split in two.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't split in two.
So what would that mean then?
It inhabits one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
But what that is electricity, you know, like a light bulb. You ever see those little bulbs with electricity?
Mm-hmm.
They float like that, but they inhabit
Right.
cells.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that was curious.
Have you ever seen them?
Yes, I have. I actually have. It's funny you asked me that, because no one ever asks me that. Yeah, I have.
Because I know I have.
Right. What makes you think they wouldn't split in two? That's interesting.
No,
That's an even more
I
interesting
believe
question.
in dimensions.
Sure. Yeah.
But,
Okay.
I mean, it's nothing to worry about.
No, but you're playing with, not to sound dirty, you're playing with yourself, who is split in two, and a dead ancestor.
Well, but there's multi-dimensions.
Yeah, so then that's probably what that is. Yeah.
Right now,
that's cool.
I'm over there talking to you.
Right.
You're sitting up here talking to me. And
right.
Then there's another dimension where it's upside down.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to you and you talking to me.
That's right.
And there's another dimension where, you know, it's just, you know, who gives a fuck?
That's cool. That's cool.
What I
okay.
said, no, it's not cool. Who
It's
gives
cute.
a fuck? Right now, all I know is we sitting here in a goddamn room with a light blinding the fuck out of me.
Well, okay.
Do you want to know if we're in fucking Alienville?
No,
I
was just asking what would that mean to you, and I think you've already answered it.
What do you mean? What does it mean to me? I'm right here right now.
Right.
That's all I know.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Is this?
All right.
I don't know. How's this going?
It's going well so far. I think you vaguely answered my question on the tavern. Okay, so what's that?
Ace of Diamonds.
Ace of Diamonds.
Oh man, you really thought this out.
Yes, I did.
Damn, girl.
Yes, I did. I
That's
really did.
impressive.
Ace of Diamonds.
That's impressive.
What really impressed you the most, though? Well,
No, this is.
I know.
Great. No, you.
I go deep. I go deep.
Yes, man.
Now, Ace of Diamonds is 2, the number 2, and that's the beach. So you're at the beach. So this vision it represents the oniric dreams and hidden potential within self or any areas within life. So let that sink in. Represents dreams and hidden potential within self or any areas within life. You are kneeling on the beach and allowing the waves to crash into you. With a smile, you don't back away, and as a result, they pull you from the sand. While you struggle to regain your footing, you are being watched by a demon on the shore. There you go. So what is the first thing that comes to mind with that? You're getting pulled away from the shore by the waves, but when you look at the shore, there's a demon staring. What's the first thing that comes to mind? Seriously, I'm not joking.
Like you mean when the waves pull you back?
Yeah,
like
and you're trying to struggle back. And you're trying to struggle back to the yeah.
And
you're getting pulled under.
But all you see is a demon.
A demon on the shore.
I'm gonna hold my breath.
Mm-hmm.
I will hold my breath.
Mm-hmm.
Stay calm.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna look for that motherfucker. If I don't die,
yeah,
I'm gonna come back to shore.
Sounds good. That sounds like the best way to.
No, I would just hope. No, I would go. I mean, what can you do?
Yeah.
Because I've got caught in undercurrent before.
Mm-hmm. I have
but
too.
But it beats the fuck out of
it. It does. It
like you
too.
hit the fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hard drag.
It does. It happened to me when I was a kid. It happened.
If I survive.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
You're coming
demon,
for him. Yeah.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But those undercurrents are, that's horrible. But if I see him again,
you see him again.
if I see him again, we're gonna have issues.
Right.
And I guarantee you, he's gonna be on the undercurrent with bricks on his ankles.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
Yeah, off the bridge. Boom.
That's hot.
Yeah. No names.
The last one. Do you want to look at this last one?
Yeah. Let's look at the last one.
For this.
4 of spades.
The 4 of spades. Okay.
What's that other deck for?
We'll find out in just a moment. It's not over.
All right.
Okay, the 4 of spades is 1. That would be number 1, and that is the meadow. The meadow represents tranquility, but largely the here and now. You approach a pretty wildflower in a meadow, grasp it in one hand and pull it from the tall grass. In your shirt pocket is where you tuck this flower. As you walk away, you turn into an old man. Did you hear me, mister? So you gotta let this thing sink in visually, okay? This is a vision. You walk into a meadow, you find a pretty wildflower and you grasp it like this with one hand, you pull it out, and you tuck it in your shirt pocket. And when you walk away, you turn into an old man. Now, what's the first thing that comes to mind? This is not a joke.
I lost love.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I would agree, right? Because you would normally associate a flower with the feminine, right? Yeah. Well, luckily you didn't pick that. Luckily what you picked was the boneyard. And I already told you, Wait a minute. Who else is that? Sanford?
No.
No, I already told you.
You know what bothers me the most? Okay,
I'm tripping more than you.
Time out. Now,
Sure.
this is a conversation we have often.
Sure.
What I'm saying, and we because we sit around and we talk.
Yeah,
and
we
sometimes
do.
I start laughing.
Yeah, we do.
And I look at you and I say, you know what's bothering me right now?
Why are you tripping more than
Why
me?
are you tripping more than me?
Yeah,
Because I'm not.
Is that
I'm
me
not
and
saying that,
Sanford?
but I'm tripping like a motherfucker.
No.
And I look at it, and you're tripping more than me.
I might be.
And but the thing is, it makes me
might
so
be.
happy because I started laughing. I was like, why are you tripping
Right.
more? I want that happiness. I want that.
Oh,
But you're
okay.
wrong. That means,
Yeah.
but I want that.
Well, I mean, if you
know?
want to know what that is, I mean, you can call it insanity, but really, I daydream and I meditate.
That's what I do.
I do, yeah.
But that's our thing.
That's it. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And
We just do. I'm like a drunk Buddha.
and we could be Sanford and I don't know, but he didn't write this, so now I'm concerned. Who's we? But no, anyway. Good
What else
question.
you
Who
got?
is we? And then you just got done telling me about how we live in multiple dimensions, so there are multiple versions of us, if you think about it. There are.
No, they ain't
Yes, there are.
nobody. They
Yes,
is
there
nobody.
are.
There's
Yeah.
only one.
I bet you.
There's only one.
Okay.
I don't give a
All
fuck.
right. So
There's only one.
now what you ultimately picked, Mister? What you ultimately picked?
Now make sure I got time for a piano piece.
Yes. Okay. We're at 51,
All right,
57. This is
Kill
okay.
it. What we
No,
got?
no. We're not that far yet. I mean, you can get ready, but we're not that far yet. You wondered what these other cards are.
Yeah, we go.
You wanna
yeah,
know.
Let's see what these cards are.
So, this is the last part of the game. This is the last part. And, let's see what we have. Let's see what we have here. Let's see. Now, you will have to,
Talk to my
Mister?
boys.
I want you to pick one. Stop it. Stop.
Hey, I ain't seen him in a while. It's been
Okay.
all week, you know? Yeah. What's up, Francisco?
Okay. Mister, pick one card. Just one. Okay. And what is that?
Queen of Diamonds.
Okay. So, this is the last part of the game. You pick the Queen of Diamonds. If you pick the Queen of Diamonds or the Queen of Hearts, you go to the upper realm. You're in the upper realm, and if you picked the Queen of Clubs or the Queen of Spades, you went to the lower realm. But you went to the upper realm. So you're here. Basically, you're just here. It's now, the upper realm is where we are now. This is where we do the most important work before we pass on into the next stage of existence. Your biggest challenge will be overcoming the impending changes in the following 3 years. Much of your concern will be wrapped up in that of the tyrannical control of society and resisting authority. That's what it says about you.
Sounds about right.
That's personal, yeah, that's about you.
No, that's about right.
Mhm.
You know what? I really have to think deeply of how I gotta do that, because the way I'm doing it now, I don't think is working. So I gotta readjust myself. But
You gotta readjust
yeah,
yourself?
this
Yeah.
there's something happening.
Yeah, something definitely is. Now, if you had picked, now you picked red, you picked the Queen of Diamonds. And if you pick the Queen of Clubs or the Queen of Spades, that's black, you go to the lower realm. Do you want to know about the lower realm?
Man, I want to know how I'm gonna fix this goddamn chair.
Okay. So you don't want me to read this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't want to break my neck. I'm on a broken stool.
Okay. The lower realm is very reminiscent to our upper realm, but it is where our subconscious festers, so that the upper realm appears as a playground for our innermost desires and fears. The lower realm is a rather twisted reflection of the realm we live in. That's basically what I'm saying. There is something cooking in your kitchen, but it's not human, and something black is boiling in a saucepan.
Why didn't you save this shit for Halloween?
And it says, have your knife ready.
No.
Have your knife ready.
No. Why did you not save this shit for Halloween?
I work spontaneously. What can I say?
What the
Sorry.
What the fuck? You scaring the fuck out of me. Why did you save this shit for Halloween?
Okay.
That's all I got to say, man. God
Now,
damn.
good thing is you did not pick that. You didn't pick that.
Hell no.
No.
Why would I?
But if you could, what is the first thing that comes to mind? It says something is cooking in your kitchen, but it's not human. And there's something black boiling in a saucepan. What are the first things that come to mind? This is not a joke. What's the first thing you think of?
Fried okra?
Oh, gee whiz. Okay, I think I know where you're at right now, and I don't think we're gonna get anywhere with that. So,
I don't get what
it's
you're
okay.
saying.
Okay, well, it is a vision, okay, that I had.
I don't
If you want to know, can I
get it, man?
Okay,
What are you saying?
carefully listen to me.
Okay.
It is a vision that I had of you. Now, you are in the kitchen. If I could take you through this, you're in the kitchen, and this is what you are seeing. You are seeing something that is cooking in your kitchen, and it's not human. It's not human. And there is something that is boiling in a saucepan, and it's black. So what is the first thing that comes to mind? And if you can't think of anything, we're done.
I just see a big black lizard cooking eggs.
It's not human, and you're right. It is black. That's funny, because I didn't tell you it was black, but yes, it is. It's not human.
What the fuck are you
And
talking
it's
about?
in your kitchen. Okay.
You blowing my mind.
I know, but I'm bringing you into my mind.
right now, man. How
Okay,
are you doing
we're
that?
done. Okay, if you don't like it, we're
No,
done.
that's all I can see. A big black lizard.
That's
cooking
right. That's
eggs
what
in
you're
a
seeing.
kitchen.
What I saw, but
Like a
what
regular
is?
kitchen.
But what it is it's something black boiling in a saucepan. So think of that. Think
Now.
of it. Okay. I mean, if you want, if you're done, we're done. We're done with this.
Whatever.
Okay, I have one last question for you, and the game is done
Before it's
anyway.
over.
Okay, the game is over. We're done with it.
Yeah, but I'm
okay?
not done.
Okay. Can I
I'm
ask
about
you
to
a
set it
question
off.
though? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Okay. If you could pick, Mister.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could pick one moment to relive, what would it be? What moment would you pick?
What moment to relive?
Yes, if you could pick one moment. Mister, you gotta come over here because nobody can see you. No one can see you. Okay? Okay, here's the mic.
The only moment I would relive is now.
Okay. Okay.
I never liked my past.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about my past. I'm all about the future.
Okay.
And I want to try to be better about being my own God.
Yeah. Me too. I do too.
I don't care anymore. I just want to go to sleep,
Right.
wake up, live a new day, try to learn a new lesson,
Right.
try to do better
Right.
each and every day and be my own God. I don't worship nothing but myself.
Right.
And I love, I know love,
Right.
but I am God.
Yeah. That's the conclusion I came to, that I'm my own
But,
God.
I try to do better every day,
Right. So, okay, thank you. Thank you for answering that question. Also, I'm sorry if I freaked you out with the game. I didn't mean to creep you out or scare you.
No, we got, what's those other
Right.
cards over there?
These were just the other cards you could have picked. They're all queens. But the red ones correspond to the upper realm and the black ones correspond to the lower realm. There you go.
So,
That's it. That's all it is.
we have a song, no?
Yes, we do. All right.
Yes, we do. Oh, I gotta play the piano?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're at. David Graham. Okay.
Good
All
night,
right.
bitches.
Tune in next week, bitches.
Bitches.